Are you prepared for a world where the familiar rules of economics no longer apply? Ray Dalio warns that what's coming is far bigger than a recession, a complete systemic transition unlike anything we've seen in history. Consider this. Studies show that individuals with broader knowledge bases demonstrate significantly higher cognitive flexibilities, indivers, the ability to adapt to unpredictable circumstances. Prepare for a financial earthquake unlike anything seen before. We often look back at 2008 as the peak of financial turmoil, but many experts believe it was just a warning shot. The underlying problems that caused the 2008 crisis, excessive debt, risky lending practices, and a lack of regulation, haven't gone away. In fact, they've been amplified in many ways. One of the biggest concerns now is the rapid growth of digital assets, like cryptocurrencies. While some see them as the future of finance, they also introduce a whole new level of risk. The volatility of these assets, the lack of regulation, and their increasing integration with the traditional financial system create significant systemic risk. If a major digital asset collapses, it could trigger a chain reaction throughout the entire financial system. Another critical factor is the rising level of debt globally. Government debt, corporate debt, and household debt are all at record highs. When interest rates start to rise, as they have been recently, it becomes much harder for borrowers to repay their debts. This can lead to widespread defaults, bankruptcies, and a sharp economic slowdown. The current situation is particularly concerning because many people are relying on low interest rates to stay afloat. The sudden shift to higher interest rates is a shock to the system, and it's exposing vulnerabilities that were hidden under the surface for years. Climate change is also playing a significant role. Extreme weather events, like droughts, floods, and wildfires, are disrupting supply chains and causing economic damage. These disruptions can lead to shortages of goods and services, higher prices, and a decline in economic activity. The cost of rebuilding after these disasters is also placing a strain on government budgets. We're seeing this already with food crisis and energy crisis impacting the world. The interconnectedness of the global economy means that a problem in one region can quickly spread to others. Central banks, like the Federal Reserve in the United States, the Bank of England, and the European Central Bank, are trying to manage inflation by raising interest rates. But this is a delicate balancing act. Raising interest rates too quickly could trigger a recession. And if central banks are not careful, their actions could exacerbate the financial instability. The credibility of these institutions is also being questioned. Many people are losing faith in their ability to control inflation and prevent financial crises. This erosion of trust can further destabilize the financial system. The yield curve, which shows the difference between short-term and long-term interest rates, is currently inverted. This is a historically reliable indicator of a coming recession. An inverted yield curve means that short-term interest rates are higher than long-term interest rates. This usually happens when investors expect the economy to slow down in the future. The fact that the yield curve is so deeply inverted this time suggests that a recession is likely. The banking crisis of early 2023 was a symptom of this underlying fragility. The interconnectedness of the global financial system means that a crisis in one country can quickly spread to others. The contagion effect can be very powerful, leading to a global financial meltdown. The current geopolitical tensions are also adding to the uncertainty. The war in Ukraine, trade wars, and other conflicts are disrupting trade, increasing energy prices, and creating economic instability. The world's financial system is incredibly fragile, and there are many things that could trigger a major crisis. We need to be prepared for the possibility of a financial earthquake unlike anything we've seen before. One problem not fully explored is the impact of increasing social inequality. A widening gap between the rich and the poor can lead to social unrest and economic instability, further complicating the already complex financial landscape. Another issue is the potential for a currency crisis in several emerging economies, which could have ripple effects across the globe. It's a complex and frightening picture, but it's a picture we need to understand. The risks are real, and the potential consequences are severe. We must be vigilant and prepared for the worst. If you found this analysis insightful, please like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations of the global economy and financial markets. Stay informed, stay prepared, and stay ahead of the curve. Remember, understanding the risks is the first step towards mitigating them. However, research is still ongoing to fully understand the intricacies of this relationship. Another area needing further exploration is the impact of fasting on genetic expression. There's growing evidence that fasting can influence gene expression, potentially influencing longevity and disease resistance. These are areas where more research is needed to fully understand the long-term effects. Fasting is a powerful tool, but it's not a magic bullet. It's best viewed as part of a broader lifestyle that includes a healthy diet, regular exercise, stress management, and adequate sleep. If you have any underlying health conditions, it's essential to consult with your doctor before starting any fasting regimen. So, to summarize, fasting offers a pathway to both mental and physical mastery. It promotes cellular repair, enhances cognitive function, improves emotional resilience, and fosters self-discipline. Navigating these complexities requires ongoing self-reflection and support. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content on building a fulfilling life with a stoic mindset. Remember, you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. You deserve to live a life free from emotional manipulation and control. Take care of yourself and know that you are not alone. You have the strength within you to create a brighter future.